Postman. Well, that was the postman, and look what he's delivered to me all the way, reading the label, from Hong Kong. So this has been sent to me from a Hong Kong based company. The company is called Xyzctem. I have no idea if I've pronounced that correctly. This is how it is spelt, so please feel free to pronounce it better than I've pronounced it. So they've seen some of my YouTube videos. They quite like the content. They reached out to me and said, would I mind awfully doing a review of their motorcycle covers? So hopefully in here is a couple of motorcycle covers. I'm not sure what size they are, but what I'm going to do is open them up and then do a review on them. Hopefully it won't take too long to get through the packaging. I'll just have to make sure that I don't slice the covers when I go through the outer wrapping. So straight off the bat then, they sent me these covers free of charge, so I will do an honest review. And so let's crack on and open this without cutting the covers. So folks, the first one is the double XL, and reading from the website there's no documentation in the bag, so best guess for me, so I think I've got the right one. This is the 300D outdoor motorcycle cover, and they say it's a portable motorcycle cover from Xyzctem, if I again pronounce that correctly, and that retails at $42.99 and UK pounds. Here it is in UK pounds, and it's got a 1-year warranty, and this should fit my KTM. So I think I should get this one out of the bag actually, so let's crack on and do that. And if you're trying to work out where which is the front of the cover, the two rings are the front of the cover. So that's an all black one, ruffle test. Yeah, it actually feels quite nice quality, I have to say. It is double stitched. We'll have a close up here, the double stitching, and looking on the inside, it looks like, as it says in the product information here, it looks like, yeah, it certainly looks like they've got tape, waterproof tape along the double stitching as well. So yeah, that looks pretty good. So we'll pop that one on the KTM. And then this one then is the 3XL, and I've got no idea what this is. So let's quickly get this out of the bag. It's like all these things, once you've got them out of the bag, you're never going to get them back in the same, are you? Right, pop that one down there. And this one, again, you've got a tie down strap. So this is slightly different, a bit more orange, KTM orange, dare I say. It's got a, I don't know what kind of inside that is. It's almost like a soft kind of, yeah, quite nice sort of cushiony, velvety kind of inside to it. But again, I'll do a close-up of that. And this is also, is it an all black one? Yeah, so that is again predominantly all black, but this is going to hopefully go on the BMW with a little bit of orange accenting. Again, this one is it double seamed? Double seamed, yeah, double seams, and yeah, it's got that waterproof tape on the inside as well. So yeah, all seems good. So I think what we're going to do is I'm just going to look on the computer to find out which cover this is, and then we'll pop them both on the bikes, and then we'll just talk about them a little bit more. So let's do that now. So before we go and put them on the bike, so I've just found out what that large, the 3XL cover is. Excuse me bending down. So this soft material is actually, this is the 420D waterproof motorcycle cover, and this is heat resistant material to go around the engine, the lower part of the cover around the engine, and also around the exhaust as well. So this one hasn't got the metal rings, it's got just a couple of reinforced cutout areas for looping through any kind of chain, etc. you want to put through the front wheel. And the zip is on the left hand side of the machine, because Cinderella, you shall go to the ball. I feel like wearing this actually. So this zip here goes on the left hand side of the bike. So now let's put them on. So let's start with the 2XL cover for the KTM. So as I said earlier on, the front of the machine has the eyelets to put your chain through. So obviously I've got a high level exhaust on my KTM, so I wouldn't really put this on until the bike was cold, because you are going to melt the cover, I suspect. So yeah, but certainly the cover feels of nice quality. I normally put dust covers on mine, but yeah, long-term storage over the winter, yeah, with it going to the ground, yeah, not a bad idea really, is it? So if you, certainly if you're leaving the bike outside, yeah, definitely whack one of these on. So I've got a paddock stand on the back there, so it's not on the side stand, it hasn't got a centre stand. So let's try and put it on, see how easy it is. Done. Well, that didn't take too long. This cover might just be a little bit big for the KTM, so this is the 2XL, I believe it was. So yeah, maybe the next size down. It is sort of just brushing on the floor, but certainly if you're long-term storage in the winter months, you know, a blanket on the top of the bike and then this cover on the top, job done. That'd be something I'd certainly consider, and I'm quite a fussy chap. But if you're outside in the street and you've got nowhere else to park your beloved machine, then yeah, definitely you need to put a cover on it. So I'm surprised there's no branding on it on their website. They've got Xyzctem, again if I've pronounced that correctly, on the front here. So maybe this is just their budget kind of cover, but it doesn't feel budget. I mean, that the denier quality it does feel good actually, and I'm not just saying that. So I would be more than happy to have that on my bike. Certainly outside you need something on the bike there. There are 3 buckle clips at the end, middle and at the front. Again, we'll zoom in on those, and then at the front you've got the metal O-rings if you want to put your chain through there as well to secure it, so that's always good. So yeah, what more can we say about it? It's a good quality waterproof cover for, you know, in this instance, my KTM. So yeah, it seems to be okay. What can we say about it? It's a cover that keeps the wind, the rain and the ultraviolet sun kind of thing off the bike. So yeah, it seems all right. I would say that when you're putting it on though, make sure the handlebars are straight and not to one side, and that will go on a little bit easier. But no, it's that'll be a thumbs up for me. And also the other good thing is no little oiks can see what's under the cover. So if you've got your prized possession parked outside, some little sod can't see what's under the cover. And if you've got it in your, you know, your front garden area, if you've got a sort of paved area there, nobody can see your fancy, you know, Ducati or whatever. If you've got nowhere to be able to park your bike, nobody can see it. So that's that would be another reason to go for a motorcycle cover. So so that one is pretty good, and I think there is certainly in the next one there is a strap to go round, you know, like a seat belt round the center to stop it, you know, flying away. A lot of the comments I've seen both on Xyzctem's, again if I pronounce it correctly, website, are all favourable actually, and you can actually purchase these through Amazon, and a lot of the comments are favourable as well. So it's not just me saying it, it's the buyers on Amazon, certainly Amazon UK as well, are very positive about their comments in relation to this. If there's any negative comments I find, I'll just put them in a ticker tape along the bottom there. But yeah, double seamed, double stitched, waterproof seam on the inside, material feels fine. If you've got any comments about this cover, pop them in the comments down below. So without further ado, let's move this bike out of the way and go for the big bad boy over there, the GS. Right, so here's my GS, which I've had for about 5 weeks. So the engine is cold, but this has got the, according to the website, that sort of soft material which is on the lower part of the cover for the area around the engine and for the exhaust as well. That's obviously if you've got a low-sided exhaust. So there's no front and rear signs on here, but I did say before that the zip is on the left-hand side. So there we go, there's the zip, that's on the left-hand side. I guess the only thing is you've got a really, you know, expensive bike, you've got, you know, buckles going over the top of it, you know, potentially scratching it. So just take your time, I guess. Again, I've got no idea how this is going to work. so excuse my back. So you've got eyelets, looks like both the front and the rear, if you want to put some kind of security chain or lock through it. Zips on the left hand side, and certainly on the boxer engine, that white material, that heat resistant material, let me just have a look, is, yeah, is not, it's all covering the boxer engine. So again, I'll just check on the specifications just to see if it says it's not going to melt the cover, but you know, I'd always be a little bit dubious about that. Yeah, I wouldn't be putting anything on there until the bike was a bit cooler, if you know what I mean. Or I guess you could put the cover on and then maybe, you know, have it folded up before, and then come back to it when the bike had cooled down a little bit. But I wouldn't want anything sticking to my expensive boxer engine cases, which cost me a lot of dosh. Yeah, that sort of heat resistant white textured material, soft material, is just on the top of the exhaust. Again, I wouldn't put the cover on if it was warm, but like the other cover, it feels nice, feels good quality, double stitched, waterproof taping on the inside there. And the other thing was you've got these there's a strap as well that you can tuck down and then secure around the outside. And the other thing as well, you know, if you haven't got a garage, you can't put your bikes inside, I'd even consider, you know, winterizing the bikes, putting the cover on it. Certainly consider that. They seem really good quality. And my bike, I wouldn't want to be taking it off every day just because it's an expensive bike, and there's always that chance of getting a bit of a wear mark on it. But my bike's in the garage and it stays in the garage basically. But if you've got no choice, outside, and also for bird droppings as well, you know, or under a tree, you get the tree sap. That can be a right raw pain in the backside to clean off the bike. But if you're in an area where there's birds crapping on you all the time, that bird lime, that can be a bit of a pain. Certainly if you go away for a holiday, come back 2 weeks later, your bike's covered in it. So a relatively inexpensive cover, which you could, let's face it, you know, change every couple of years, just like your barbecue covers and your sun lounger covers, they eventually will perish, won't they, and split. I'm not sure what will happen with these. I don't know. But yeah, relatively inexpensive, and you can change them every year if you wanted to, for the sake of $40. I don't see that being a problem. So all in all, pretty impressed actually. And this one, it looks like it's got some, yeah, it looks like it's got some vent areas as well. So obviously when the engine's cooled down, they might, or less hot, and you feel safe to put the cover on, then it's going to dry out as well. So the air is going to escape. There's one here and there's one on this side as well. So yeah, that's quite a nice little touch as well. So yeah, quite like that. Anything else to talk about? No. And then when you want to take the bike away, there we go. Again, this is the first time I've put it on, first time taking it off. So you don't do the 1, 2, 3 buckles, buckle my shoe. Whether I'd get it over a top box, I'm not sure. Top box is now on. So you get away with the SW Motec top box. That's sort of medium sized, one helmet jobby top box in there. So that 3XL would certainly fit the BMW GS. That's not the GSA, it's just the standard GS. So yeah, it's all right. So if you want to get one of these motorcycle covers, how do you get one? Firstly, you can go direct to the Xyzctem, again if I pronounce it correctly, website. The link is in the description down below, and they advertise free global shipping. So that's the first way. Second way, just go to your local Amazon site and you can order it through there. Also on the Amazon sites, you also see the product reviews of the motorcycle cover, and those reviews are very good actually. I've never used a motorcycle cover, but I'd have no hesitation recommending one of these. The quality, 100% polyester, is very good, and that material is the same material they use in tents, so hopefully it's not going to leak. I'm quite impressed with it. This one fits my GS non-adventure very well. If you're going to put some side cases on it, you might want to go for the next size up, but you'll get away with the top box more or less, just about. And the KTM, the 2XL, yeah, that was pretty okay actually. I've done my little bit of origami. If you wanted to take that away with you on your vacances, on your holiday, to put over the bike, then yeah, it's not particularly small, it's not particularly big, so you would always, I suspect, be able to find somewhere to put that if you wanted to take it away with you and protect your machine. Other than that, not a great deal for me to say, other than those products were given to me free of charge to do a review, and this is an honest review as I see it. So yeah, it's a good product. It's going to get 2 thumbs up for me. My German Shepherds have enjoyed it. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you've got any comments to make, if you've certainly got one of these products for a particular bike, then just put them in the comment section down below so other people know what size of motorcycle cover to go for. That's it, folks. Ride safe, and we'll see you again soon in the next video. And a big thank you for Xyzctem, if I've pronounced it correctly, for sending me the motorcycle covers. As ever, ride safe, and ta-ta for now.